Yard man, 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 yard man.
Yeah, we're in the historical players now because these players here are retired but still have Jamaican heritage or ancestry or directly born in Jamaica.
We're
And
talking about the GOAT right now. We're gonna start with the GOAT.
oh no, not the goat, not the goat,
We're
but
gonna start
oh
with
yeah, yeah. Well, hey, this well, can we're going to let the audience go know what you mean. So this player born in Jamaica too, and I've met him before. I've seen him play ball before in Jamaica. This is Jerome Jordan. He's a big man. He's like 7 feet tall, right? I think he went to JC as well. Funny enough. Yeah, I went to JCR Arden, but like he's a 7 foot and tall as like he's probably the tallest person I've ever seen in real life. Let me tell you, when I saw him play basketball out at Arden one time, and my memory of it, I can't forget this. He came in like a station wagon, and like for him to come out of the vehicle, it's like his feet come out first, and his feet is like, and his feet come out, and then he's like coming out, no, and it's like.
need that on the carrot top, brother. The man took
No,
out
it's
the knee on the top.
Nah, it took a while for all of him to come out of the car. It's like when you think him finished coming out, him just keep getting taller and taller and taller and taller. Like it was ridiculous. Like he barely need to jump at all. I don't even think he needs to jump to dunk the ball. I remember seeing him play and it's like, yo, this dude ridiculous at all. But he played it with Tulsa in college. I watched a whole bunch of those games. 'Cause I was like, yo, this is the boy probably going to the league and all of that.
Right.
He was really good friends with my brother. My brother actually played ball with him on like the like pre-UE type team. So that's like pre-college. Yeah, he played with Tulsa. He got drafted by the Knicks. Played kind of on and off with the Knicks coming off the bench. What else did he play for? He played for Houston actually for a little bit, Milwaukee, and then he came back to New York, where I mean, at that point in his career, he was getting like waived a lot and stuff. He started to have injury issues and stuff. You know, big men, a lot of times their body, there's a lot of stress on the joints. So he had a good little run in the NBA though, and I actually watched a bunch of him games. I mean, when he was with the Knicks. So always made me proud to see him play. During that time, I was like, yo, that's somebody I've seen play literally in Jamaica. Is a product of Jamaican basketball programs. So big up Jerome Jordan wherever you're there. You know what I mean?
No, facts are life, brother. Facts are life. And I feel like just because there's so many which is surprising when we first started the research, I didn't think there would be I knew about the more famous ones, but I didn't
Mm.
know there were so many other Jamaican players out here, that actually made it to the pinnacle of the sport. So, as you say, in terms of pride and just being excited for something like that, it's really truly something fun to see. But I was thinking that we should just go with the two. Let's go with two more, and then we give honorable mentions to the rest of the Jamaican players. I don't know what you feel.
Oh, I think no, but we have three big heavy hitters now. So right off the top, we have Ben Gordon. I
Yeah.
mean, this is a guy who played for UConn. He actually won the NCAA championship with UConn, and is a microwave when he was with the Chicago Bulls. Whether coming off the bench or starting, like Ben Gordon's shot is just pretty. I mean, him kind of the weird thing about it, he kind of like held it a little bit behind him, and like, but his shot was nice, like very high arcing. When that hit the net, is like butter, but like it was nice off the dribble. Team could get buckets in all kind of ways. He just kind of have like a J.R. Smith type vibe. With how him could just heat up and get buckets sometime. He'd be like a player who could take over a game a lot of nights. You know what I mean? But yeah, he had like his mental health issues, I guess, in retirement and maybe at the end of his career. He's born in England to, I guess, Jamaican parents. And yeah, he's just a really great player. Seem like a cool dude. I follow him on Instagram and shit. And yeah, super baller. What you have
Yeah.
to say about him?
No, no, yeah, brother Ben. You have them players where like them not necessarily the best of the best at that time, but everybody
Mm-hmm.
know who that be. So like when we say Brandon Roy, bad man. Every man knows
Right,
Brandon Roy, gunman. Them man them
right,
one of the in a given 15, 20 game span in the NBA, Brandon Roy could be one rival even Kobe and T Mac in terms of scoring. No doubt.
right.
For them
Yeah,
man them. For Ben to me, it was like Clay before Clay. In terms of them man they used to run off of screens, that's how them get buckets. And another important thing about Ben is
that's
like
right.
is the Jamaican who is the guard. So that more relevant to me and Mello. Me and Mello are more
Yeah,
guard type players. Mello actually get rebounds though, but we're both guards and things. So when you look at Ben and how I'm used to getting points, it's a lot of running. There's a lot of running around screens, and when you're thinking about screens, you have to pre the angles, isn't me? And so
right.
Ben was really good at that. I definitely remember him, playing with that him, Kirk Heinrich. Them had some nice playoff moments over there with Ben. So yeah, man, big up to Ben for real.
For real. All right. Next on the list. This one was a golden nugget. And I dug up this name. I was pretty
Mm,
surprised. This guy's name is Ramil Robinson. And
yeah,
he's like a retro type player. Well, not really that far back in terms of time in the league. He was drafted in the year 1990s, born in Jamaica as well, and he's a guard. So he's only like 6'2". He's
yep.
born in Jamaica. So
From
this is like,
Yaadhoopz in a dog. From Yaadhoopz too. You don't
yeah,
know.
this is the middle of the island, right? So
Yeah.
we have to really put him on a certain pedestal. This is the gold standard for what we'd hope for to come out of the country. He's a guard from the middle of the island, had a lengthy career. He played from 1990 all the way to 2002. He definitely played against the likes of Michael, Jeffrey Jordan. He had a stint with the Lakers in 96, 97, so he more than likely played with Kobe Bryant. So this is a guy, if we could reach out to him, make contact with him at all, I don't know, that would be a dream come true for me.
Hmm.
Cause I'd love to hear some stories from this guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
This
And I
is,
mean, it's funny as you
mhm.
said. Yeah, it would be amazing. And he had one year where the man averaged 13 points, almost 6 assists, 3 rebounds in 28 minutes, give or take 28 minutes when he played for Atlanta. So like, yeah, though, in terms of like, yeah, being able to pick a basketball player like that brain and say, yo, brother, like, yeah, you used to play with this person, you used to get coached by who? Phil? He was your coach? Like, whoever it was at the time, right?
Yeah.
Like, that would have been such a amazing thing. And that's where you people forward in, like the thing and share the thing. Yaadhoopz.
Yeah, cause we need to get out there so we can make contact with this guy. Like,
Yeah, man.
if he was drafted by the Hawks, and more than likely play with Dominique Wilkins. Like, so many names, so many
Can you imagine all
historical
of the
names.
stars this man play with? Like, that's probably a whole podcast by itself. Us just listing the type of
Ridiculous,
players that the man used to play with. So, yeah, in terms of gold
ridiculous.
standard, bro, yeah, I 100% agree. The man is 6'2". Like, that's guard. That's guard. That's
Yeah,
possible. We have a lot of NBA players in Jamaica who are of that height. The 6'10s, the 7 feet. There's not a lot of them in there. And it's like,
right.
the way the NBA is now, it's all about skills. It's all about
Yeah,
the ability to play like that. So yeah, no, it's this is the gold standard, man, for sure.
yeah, man. Trust me. And we're going to finish it off now with probably the most historical player from Jamaica ever. Most of you probably expecting us to start with this guy. You probably already knew about him. Patrick Ewing, guys. Him born in Jamaica, but he's a big man, so it's a little different. Maybe not all of us will win the genetic lottery to be 6'10", 6'11",
Mm,
but one of the greatest Knicks players ever. most Jamaicans in the diaspora live in New York. So I mean, where else to even play?
You know.
And I think he
Best
went to the
place for it.
end.
I wonder how that even happened. That just the man just look out. The man say, "Yo, oh shit, next." Yeah,
And he's a dream team member. He played on the 92 dream team.
man.
So, I mean,
What is that? We can't really wrong him. Like, even though he's a yard man for real, like, yeah, you can sell us out to go play with Michael Jordan. But not like
and
that too. That too.
I actually watch. I've seen him before. I never met him, but I've seen him before. Cause there's a basketball tournament that keep in Mobay roughly around the same time that Jamal Murray has his basketball camp.
I remember when you say push.
Right, it's called the Jamaica Classic. So big up the promoters and organizers of that. Georgetown actually played in it one of the years, and he was coaching them. So I actually got a little picture of him and stuff.
Yeah,
So that's basketball royalty. I mean, the dream team. That's arguably the team that made basketball international. So he's a part of basketball history. Apparently became best friends with Larry Bird during the experience. I remember seeing that on some Dream Team documentary. I think Charles Barkley, the man playing with Charles Barkley. I mean, name legendary. It's just legendary. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Legendary. He's a Hall of Famer, 11-time brother. More than the finger them pan your hand, you have to use the pinky toe to 11-time All Star, 7-time All NBA brother, All
Yeah,
Rookie of the Year, 3-time All Defensive Player, and he finishes
yeah.
off in the NBA top 75. The big yo
The
world boss.
biggest.
World
The
boss, when you
biggest.
forward to the basketball, Jamaican basketball players is big time Patrick Ewing. The only thing that Patrick missing was that chip, man.
Yeah.
That's
But
the only thing.
Patrick, if you see this, reach out to it, give it a shout out or something, you know what I mean? So, man, that's it. Well, I mean, we have some honorable mentions that we
Yeah,
can kick out just to make people aware that these players also have Jamaican ancestry.
use the
So,
thing.
there's Anthony Bennett. He's a number one pick. He's born in Canada from Jamaican parents. Samarda Samuels. Um, there's also Wayne Sapleton. He actually played for Arden. So Arden basketball. You know what I mean? Them have a look at hype can get there. There's a guy named Josh Minot. I think he's with the Timberwolves. A guy named Vashil Fernandez, who played for Calabar. And there's actually a bunch of guys from Calabar. Calabar probably have the richest basketball history. So I kind of hating. Although I like people kind of think I went to Calabar still,
That's
guy.
what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Them man, people, them man they used to train with the sea bar man, them and them. This is how them man they
yeah,
used to get nice. That's what people
right.
don't understand. For man like we used to go camping. Them I try to figure out how the campion man them used to get nice. We used to just have to play with other, play against others players.
Everywhere.
And that's how we link. So it's even man like Mello met me link with some of them players. I'm gonna get open to a different type of basketball, a different level of basketball. And now we
Yeah.
are on the place. If you don't know you don't know it go CB. Is
All
it?
right. Yeah.
That's it.
So I think we're going to wrap up this video here. You know what I mean? It's been a good video. I think this game be very informative and educational. You know what I
Sure.
mean? I think real ball player fans will find this interesting. The ladies might find this interesting with
Yeah,
Tristan and
just scroll to
etc.
that the TT, scroll to that part. And just remember, ladies, please remember the man is kind of Jamaican. You know what I mean? Man,
Right,
play Jamaican. So we don't all move like that. Trust me. Because we get it a lot of the time and sometimes it's hurtful. Like
right.
we're all not like that. You see me? So
Yeah. Yeah, well, don't believe the stereotypes, people. But this is Yaadhoopz. It's been a good video. Bless up.
Yaadhoopz, we can't lose. Don't know.
All right.
Is that